Even when it's dark and always night, even when the sun won't give its light, even when the truth must take a bow, and even peace won't come around. Oh, you gotta tell somebody. You gotta tell somebody. Oh, just tell somebody. Believe me, just tell somebody that the sun is supposed to shine, that this world is yours and mine, that there are things that we have to do, that they can't scare it out of you. Oh.
This is the Beauregard residential neighborhood, home to 5,000 Alexandria area residents, and one of the last areas of concentrated low-income housing in the city. Recently, the Alexandria City Council voted 6-0 for an area redevelopment plan that would displace the current population. This was despite some widespread concerns from citizens about gentrification, transportation, and a lack of community input in the plan. Listen to Alexandria residents protest at a May 12th hearing about this issue.
¿A dónde me quedé? Porque la encuesta reflejará la realidad y las necesidades de nuestra comunidad y se tomarán las decisiones adecuadas con respecto a nuestra comunidad del West End.
The survey will reflect the reality and of the needs of the whole community of the West End.
Supuestamente JBG eliminó los fondos para la aplicación de la encuesta porque estamos peleando en contra de las injusticias que ellos cometen con nuestras comunidades.
Apparently, JBG eliminated the funds for the application for the survey because we are fighting against all the injustices that they are committing against our community.
Esperamos que la alcaldía nos dé el apoyo para que esa encuesta sea realizada.
We hope that you give us the support that survey could be completed.
Esperamos que el alcalde y los concejales asuman su responsabilidad de informarse antes de aprobar un plan.
We hope that the mayor and the city councils assume the responsibility to get properly informed before approving this plan.
90% of all of the units, again, looking at this 4-person household,
yes,
90% of the 800 units would be affordable to families making under $64,500 a year.
right. And what I would say here is, in having the conversation and sitting down with the group, I did that about 3 or 4 weeks ago, most of the people who are standing here in these shirts right now, concerned about affordable housing, have combined family incomes. I think there were about 20 people that I sat and chatted with. I would tell you, in that room of 20 people, there were only 2 of them that would have hit that threshold at around $53,000 to $55,000. And that is why we've got the folks standing here with the concerns today.
So we just wanted to take an opportunity to come out, to be together for a little bit, instead of in there just listening to them, just talk about whatever, and get bored and answer.
Every per tenant will be pushed out of the west end of Alexandria. That within the first units they have, the so-called affordable units, don't come online for 2 years. Most of the units come online in 12 to 20 years. So we're talking about a community of 5,000 people. Within a few months, or at least maybe a year, every single person will be gone, just to be clear.
If they vote for the plan today, that doesn't mean it's over. This campaign is over. On the contrary, this campaign is going to continue.
This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
A
soy también residente del pequeño plan de la Beauregard. No entiendo por qué le dicen el pequeño plan de la Beauregard, si es un plan grande, grandísimo.
I don't understand why they're calling it a small plan if it's a huge plan.
Si este plan se lleva a cabo como está diseñado, mi familia no podrá seguir viviendo en el área.
If this plan is completed as it's been designed, my family will no longer be able to continue living in the area.
Lo cual la ciudad le estaría negando a mis hijos automáticamente un derecho a vivir y tener una educación digna en la ciudad de Alexandria.
In that case, the city would be negating my children automatically the right to live and to have their education, a dignified education, in the city of Alexandria.
Hello, my name is Evan Pineda, and this plan is already affecting me because once I got good grades, I got principal's roll 2 quarters in a row through the year. But this year, because I always had to go to meetings and I always had to stay up late, my grades are lowering, so I got an AB honor roll. This plan is responsible for my early adulthood because now I have 2 things to worry about. One is my education in Alexandria City, and I also have to worry about myself and my friends when this plan goes through. Also, as you know, global warming is becoming a big issue around the world. And JBG and you are involved in this growing global catastrophe by destroying all the trees. Thank you for what I got left in this world. Finally, this world was made by God for every human being, not only for the rich and other companies like JBG. This is our world that we must share with all classes of people and cultures. I have the right to live in Alexandria City and be educated in Alexandria City. Please don't take those rights away from me. And finally, our God knows no difference between rich and not rich. Thank you.
Let me make a general point. Why do we live in a society where, in the area of technology, for example, we can send someone to the moon. We can create airplanes that have cloaking devices. We can regenerate people's cells to regenerate new organs, biotechnology. But we ask for 20% in the area of economics. We ask for an increase in affordable housing. No, it's impossible. It's impossible. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, the money is there. What we need is for our government. It's not the free market, because they're coming to us asking us for special use permits, etc. So it's not about the free market. It's about the government playing a role and taking on its roles and responsibilities as elected officials. And what I'm saying is, basically what we want is for you to negotiate harder, to look the developers straight in their eyes and just take them on. I don't think that's happening here.
With everyone, but the reality of it all is, and you talk about government, whether you're talking about the local government of Alexandria, the state government of Virginia, or the U.S. federal government, it all, we can. I mean, nobody's saying no to the 20%. It could be 50%, pick a number. But you know what? No matter what the number is, it's the almighty dollar. And that's the hang-up.
This balance of culture and nature readily available to all West End residents is what defines where we live and why we live here. In my mind, the current plan will disrupt this relationship. The density will negatively impact the wildlife, the traffic and noise levels will increase, the bulk of the affordable housing that exists today will be gone, and thus the human diversity. The result will be a homogenized, sterile approximation of what a neighborhood should be.
As it is now, you will be losing from the 2,300 by having only 8, you'll be losing 1,500 units. That means that 5,000 citizens of modest means will be hitting the bricks. Is that something to be proud of? I don't think so. I think it's a shameful situation. If I were involved in this decision right now, I would resign my position in protest rather than be involved with displacing so many people.
We have been told that we're getting 800 units of guaranteed affordable housing, but in looking at the plan, I just don't see that guarantee. The document is full of hedging language that leaves room for the possibility that all of this just might not work out. The very fact that some of this funding for this units depends on the tax incremental financing, which is depending on the future tax assessments, or put it another way, the profitability of this new development, means that this affordable housing plan is built on shifting sand.
Dear God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the opportunity to fight on our feet, then lay down on our knees, Lord. We thank you for providing each and every person in here the opportunity to express themselves as Americans on this day, God. We thank you for protecting each and every soul in here, and we ask that you continue to bless each and every soul in here.
3 times in English and 3 times in Spanish. 3 veces en inglés, 3 veces en español, ¿verdad? Then we're out of here.
El pueblo
unido jamás será vencido.
El pueblo